Hi, folks, and thanks for logging on to NASCAR.com. I'm Vince Cellini, and this is Fantasy Showdown, the show with a rotating panel of experts, make that experts,
yes,
to help you set up your teams each and every week. And joining me is senior interactive producer Bill Kimm, and also with us from the Hall of Fame studios in Charlotte, North Carolina, senior writer Joe Menzer.
And Hall of Famer.
And Hall of Famer.
In the Hall of Fame studios.
Congratulations. Joe, I do want to say this. As we move on, in full disclosure, this is Bill Kimm's final show with us ever. And it's a little like Charlie Sheen leaving 2.5 Men, only...
Are you killing me off?
He's not blasted out of his mind and speaking gibberish. But this might be a nice time for you to say what Bill Kimm has meant to you in terms of being a coworker.
Well, I'm wiping a tear from my eyes.
Oh, I know you are. Don't get all emotional.
But he may not. But come on, Vince. He may not be blasted out of his mind, but he certainly has been speaking gibberish for years on this show. So
that's true.
I don't know where you're coming with that one.
That's true.
But I've worn my my commemorative Bill Kimm shirt. I have that on. I thought about getting a buzz cut. Bill, he will be sorely missed, and I'm sorry. I can't go
I know
on.
that's fine. I completely understand.
It'd be different if I knew he meant it.
I'm a little emotional myself. It's not about Bill. Some personal matters I'm dealing with. Anyway, let's get on with the weekly standings. And a shout out to our fan of the week, Crow Racing, 343-point performance.
Winning.
The great producer extraordinaire, Jason Sholin, winning the week with a 202-point performance, and the experts, Menzer and Kimm, finishing second and sixth. Overall standings, and we have a new leader, Jason Sholin. He has leapfrogged cam guide Matthew Dillner and yours truly and Marty Snyder, really the only three that have a shot at catching Jason in segment 2. And Bill Kimm, you're 5th. Menzer, you are 7th in the overall standing. So that will take us to Thunder Valley this week and Bristol Motor Speedway. So, Joe, since you're in the Hall of Fame studios, and I think you've collected yourself at this point, why don't you give us your stud for this week?
Well, my stud this week is none other than the winner of the last 2 races at Bristol, Brad Keselowski. The way he's worn out the competition at Bristol his last 2 races reminds me of the way I wore out Bill Kimm last year in this Fantasy Showdown. And so he is my stud of the week this week. But, you know, everyone's really still talking about last year and the way I wore Bill Kimm out.
Well, that's true. There is a buzz about that.
I haven't heard it, really.
I can't argue.
Yeah, I really haven't heard it.
Bill,
my turn?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, 2 guys you have to have on your roster this week. One of them, Joe just mentioned, Brad Keselowski. He's won the past 2. And then the other guy is Kyle Busch, who took 4 of the past 5. Before that, there's 3 reasons why you have to have him on your team this week. 1, he needs a victory. That wild card is slipping away. 2, he's fired up for the past couple races and he feels a little bit slighted. And 3, he struggled here in the spring and he is yet to put back-to-back horrible races together at Bristol. He's going to have some of that Charlie Sheen Tiger blood in him, and he's going to be great this weekend.
Maybe winning.
And maybe winning.
Maybe winning. It is put up or shut up time for so many of the drivers trying to position themselves for the chase. So having said that, that's the good. What about the duds this week, Bill?
Yeah, my dud is somebody who a lot of us have put on our fantasy teams recently, and that's Sam Hornish Jr. He's a guy that we were able to get really cheap, and he's kind of grown in price since then. He's always been a great value. Go ahead and let him go. He's raced 6 times at Bristol in the Cup Series. He has finished 25th is the highest he's finished. Never finished on the lead lap in any of those races, and only 1 time his place differential actually go up. Did he finish better than he started? He's just not a good pick at Bristol.
Well, there you have it. He's coming at you with some ammo here in his final
numbers.
show, Joe. He's got numbers, stats. He's got credible information.
My head's about to explode. There's so many numbers. My dud this week, Joey Logano. Never had a top 10 finish there. Stay away from Logano. He's been struggling. That team is in trouble anyway. They haven't got it going on right now, and they don't like Bristol, so stay away from Joey Logano.
There was a compliment in there, at least in Menzer terms. There was a compliment in there. So, Joe, how about one to watch this week?
As far as the drivers go, I like Marcus Ambrose. I've got one more shot at Bill Kimm. I'm going to tell you what, this guy has not raced that much at Bristol, but he's taken to it like Bill Kimm took to Twinkies when he was a kid. He loves it, and he's got some good finishes there. That team is on a roll. And so I think he's one to watch. But keep your eye on Kim when he walks out of that studio. I'm telling you, he's going to try to take something.
What do you think? He'll
Watch your back, Cellini.
Yeah, walk away with like 3-hole punch and some staplers and
My red stapler.
that kind of thing. Pins.
Whatever he can get.
Yeah. Who's your one to watch here?
My one to watch, I'm going to blow your mind on this one, and I'm going to mention somebody who's never mentioned on this show, and that's Jamie McMurray. Past 5 races here, he's got top 10s in 4 of them, and only one driver, my stud, Kyle Busch, has more points over those past 5 races than Jamie McMurray. So he's going to be my one to watch.
All right, very good. So as we go, everyone, enjoy Thunder Valley and enjoy this little tribute we've put together for Bill Kimm. For Joe Menzer, I'm Vince Cellini. So long. Now get out.
Did Ford just call himself Jimmy Johnson?
I guess he did.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's quite a
I guess
reference.
it's time
you're
for
making.
Fantasy Showdown to begin.
Seated next to me is the man who finished number 2. You are number 2.
Have you ever worn a different shirt on NASCAR.com, Bill Kimm?
I have a rotation of 2 shirts, Marty.
What do we stay across the street from?
Yeah, absolutely. Stay away from number 1, Dillner's shirt, because that's atrocious. We had a driver in this chair last week or something. He didn't belong. I'm back.
He didn't? So you feel like you'll add more to the program?
Oh, absolutely. There's a reason he's a driver. Let's just put it that way.
Before we go, do you like fitness Bill Kimm better, or do you like bigger Bill Kimm?
I like angry Bill Kimm better, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
There we go.
There
He's
you
back.
go.
There he is.
If there's anybody that should be picking on shirts, it should be Bill Kimm, because he only has like 3 in his closet. But
Gentlemen, thanks for not fighting. Thanks for your analysis.
Is it over?
I think it's over. I think it's time to go. Everybody.
Bill Kimm, I'm sending your shirt back to you.